Good afternoon. This is the special coverage of the coronavirus crisis using the combined forces of TV5, Signal TV's One News, Radio 5, and 1PH. Also joining us on occasion will be our One News partners from the Philippine Star and Business World Online. Bus companies have pledged to deploy buses to pick up stranded passengers. According to Palace spokesman Salvador Panelo, Jasper Jeans and the West Cavite Philippine Bus Operators Association, or WestCap BOA, have committed to assist commuters for now. The Department of National Defense and the Philippine National Police will also be deploying trucks. But it is not just commuters who are getting stranded. We have just received reports that some food shipments to Metro Manila are now being delayed. That despite the assurance from the government that there will be a continuous flow of essential goods into Metro Manila. Now, to give us more details, Shala Francisco is joining us live from Bocaue, Bulacan. Shala, ano nangyayari dyan?
And what you see behind me is the traffic if you're coming from Bocaue going to Manila. Now, some of the trucks that were stocked here are carrying agriculture products. So some of the agriculture products that will be delivered to Manila have been affected. Remember that most of the agriculture products are sourced from Regions 3 and Regions 1. Earlier, the Nueva Ecija Millers Association told us that more than 30 trucks of rice coming from Nueva Ecija, Cagayan have been affected. This will be delivered to Batangas, Cavite, Laguna, and even in Manila. Now, aside from that, the Samahang Industria and Agricultura also told us that feeds and fertilizers of chickens, hogs, cows, and goats have been affected, as well as the delivery of pigs going to the wet markets. Earlier, we witnessed that for ourselves. We went to Balintawak Market. We saw vegetable growers, deliveries of vegetables who have been affected by the checkpoints imposed due to the enhanced community quarantine. What happened is that they were supposed to arrive at 10 a.m., but because of the checkpoints, they arrived around 1 p.m. And what they did, they had no choice but to sell their goods while on the jeep because they can't wait for those trucks to unload all the products to the market. So basically, all agriculture products have been affected. And
So, Shala, what you're effectively saying is that it's not just Metro Manila food deliveries that are being affected, but also deliveries that use Metro Manila as a route going down south to, for example, Batangas and Laguna and so on down the line.
yes, and essentially all the deliveries coming from Regions 3 and Regions 4 and are passing through or are going to Manila have been affected by these checkpoints. Now, the DILG and the DTI and the DA kept telling us that this will be unhampered, but it isn't the case since some of the agriculture groups have been complaining until now. Ed?
But Shaila, exactly where are you? You're at, is that NLEX behind you?
Yes, I'm in NLEX. I'm at the Bocaue exit. This is southbound going to Manila.
Okay, it's southbound going to Manila. Have you been able, or has anybody been able to identify the cause of the traffic jam? Is it because of security, checks for temperature? Is it because of checks for paperwork, or what is it exactly?
And what the dealers were telling us a while ago was that it's because of the checkpoints imposed due to the enhanced community quarantine and the volume of traffic since Army and the police officials are checking trucks and vehicles one by one. So it's causing a bit of a delay to them and to all the other vehicles that are traversing NLEX.
Okay, there is a suggestion to impose a special food lane. Do you have any knowledge about this suggestion?
Okay, the Department of Agriculture just released a memorandum saying that vehicles with a food access pass or stickers will be able to pass the express lane, similar to what you call a special food lane, but they will still have to get accreditation and show documents as proof that they will deliver the products. They will get this from different agencies. For example, for poultry and meat, they would have to get it from a Bureau of Animal Industry. For fish and other aquaculture products, they would have to get it from Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. For processed meat, NMIS, and for vegetables and root crops from the Bureau of Plant Industry, Ed. But those who won't be able to secure the food lane pass or the stickers will have to pass through the regular lanes, Ed.
Yeah, so I suppose what you're looking for there is some sort of a one-stop shop or one centralized agency that will be able to issue all the required documents or stickers for you to pass through a particular food lane.
Yes, Ed, but the problem is we still don't know how the accreditation will go and how long will it take these food dealers and deliveries to get these accreditations. So as long as they don't have these access pass, they will have to pass through these lanes. But earlier during the Laging Handa briefing, the Department of Trade and Industry Secretary Ramon Lopez told us that they're working on it currently. Ed?
Okay. Shala, one more question. What are the documents, as far as you know, what are the documents needed to ensure a seamless entry into Metro Manila, specifically for these kinds of produce?
Yes, and we still don't know what documents will be needed because what the DA released right now is just a general guideline. So the dealers would have to go to the specific bureaus to get the required documents for their deliveries and for their food. Ed?
Okay, Shala Francisco reporting to us live from the Northern Luzon Expressway in Bocaue, Bulacan. And to give us more details about the food supply during the enhanced community quarantine in Luzon, we have on the line the spokesperson of the Confederation of Grains Retailers Association of the Philippines, Incorporated, Mr. Orly Manuntag. Sir, good afternoon and thank you for joining us.
Yes. Good afternoon po, sir.
Sir Orly, kamusta po yung supply natin ng well, sabihin natin grains, mga bigas at
Yes,
mais?
Yun po, sir. Medyo nahihirapan po kami ngayon dahil mga rice mill po nag-deliver po sa Metro Manila na i-stranded po. Kagaya po ngayon, marami na po kami narinig po na tawag. Yung mga trucks po going Manila, dumadaan po ng Bukawe, mag-deliver po sa mga supermarket, sa mga wholesalers, saka retailers, nai-stranded po. So, mangyayari po nun, magkakaroon po ng delay po natin sa pag-deliver po sa mga tindahan. So, kawawa naman po yung mga consumers natin na nagkakaroon na nga po ng panic buying ilang araw na po.
Pero Mr. Orly, sa ngayon po ba, ilang araw o ilang linggo o sabihin natin ilang buwan yung supply ng bigas na available ngayon sa Metro Manila? Yung nandito na?
Sa ating, yung nasa Metro Manila po, mahirap po natin masabi dahil po usually po yung ating supply ay nasa nearby provinces kagaya po ng Bulacan, Nueva Ecija, Isabela. So, ang Department of Agriculture naman po, ina-assure na wala naman po tayong kakulangan sa supply. Ang problema lang po sa logistic sides, hindi po makapasok ng Metro Manila. So, yun po yung suggestion nga po namin. Marami na po tumatawag ng mga millers po sa amin na magkaroon po ng special lane, magkaroon po ng special window kapag delivery po ng rice or food. Dapat po mas mabilis po. Kasi, na makaraan para makapag-deliver po tayo.
Kasi po pag sinabi ng NFA na meron tayong 2 buwan na buffer stock o reserba ng bigas, hindi ibig sabihin na nasa Metro Manila na yan.
Opo, kasi nasa buong Pilipinas po yan nakalatag. And alam naman po natin yung Metro Manila po ay napakaraming tao, almost 12 million. So lahat po yan ay obligado pong bumili po ng bigas, yung kanilang mga bawat membro, isa sa kanilang pamilya. So magkakaroon po ng panic buying, even sa mga groceries, nakikita na naman po natin. So yung mga retailers po na kasamahan po natin, wala pong maititinda kung hindi po makakapasok yung supply galing po sa probinsya. And then ganoon din po sa mga importers din, nahihirapan din po sila mag-pull out dahil nag-i-skeletal po ang Bureau of Customs. So we hope na magkaroon din po ng pagtingin dahil open trade naman po tayo at kinakailangan din po makadagdag ng supply yung mga imported po na bigas para mailabas po ng pier at ma-deliver naman po sa karating na lugar, Metro Manila or outside Metro Manila po para makadagdag po sa supply.
Pero Mr. Orly, total po, hindi na po Metro Manila lamang ina-quarantine, kundi yung buong Luzon. Sa madaling salita, pare-pareho na tayong nasa isang quarantine. So siguro hindi na kailangan yung ganong kahigpit na border checkpoint sa Metro Manila dahil kumbaga yung border, yung buong Luzon hindi na yung Metro Manila eh.
Yun nga po sir ang inaasahan po namin. Pero po sa mga checkpoint po, nakikita naman po natin, puro stranded at marami po mga tao na nag-iipon-ipon. Ganon din po yung mga truck. So kung ikaw po ay truck na dadaan ka po sa border, bago ka po umabot po doon sa checkpoint, napakarami pong sasakyan at tao. So hindi po makapass through po yung mga deliveries po natin. So magkakaroon po talaga ng delay. Sana po ito ay ma-address po at makita ng ating otoridad at na-enforcer para naman po tuloy-tuloy na makapag-supply po tayo sa buong Metro Manila at sa karating po buong Luzon.
Okay, maraming salamat po, Mr. Orly Manuntag, spokesperson po ng Grains Retailers Association. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Orly. The Energy Department has ordered a price freeze on key fuel commodities such as liquefied or liquid petroleum gas or LPG and kerosene in various cities that already declared a state of calamity. The areas covered by the price freeze order are Quezon City, Las Piñas, San Juan, Manila, Pasay, Mandaluyong City, Muntinlupa, Marikina, Makati, Pasig, Cavite, Porac, Pampanga, and Valenzuela, as well as in Cebu City and Negros Oriental in the Visayas and Iligan City in Mindanao. The Energy Department adds that during the price freeze, a rollback of prices will be implemented while price increases are strictly prohibited within the 15-day period. Operations in CAVITEX and CALAX will continue 24/7. The operators of the two thoroughfares say that they support the government's directive on unhampered movement of essential cargo. They also encourage motorists who must travel to use Easy Trip RFIDs to ensure that social distancing guidelines are strictly followed. All classes in the University of the Philippines system, except those in the Open University program, have been suspended until April 14. In a memorandum, UP's Office of the Vice President for Academic Affairs says the announcement covers online classes. The deadline for dropping and filing of leave of absence for the current semester has also been lifted. That's the latest on the enhanced and expanded community quarantine in Luzon. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. I'm Ed Lingao. We are One News.